Oh, hi, I'm Jordan Long, and today I'm going to talk about TikTok. About how everyone seems to believe it's going to beat YouTube. But how is it going to beat YouTube when it's only on the far speaker? That's right. You can only get it if you have a wireless far speaker and it has either Google Android or Apple iOS. It doesn't run off the Reckoner. So you can't put it on your Microsoft Windows or your Apple Macintosh OS or your Google Chrome OS or even your Linux. It doesn't run off any of those. What? That's dumb. It is. It is truly dumb. So I don't see how that's going to beat YouTube. Oh, well, that's what all the cool folks are into these days. More folks more folks are on their far speakers than their reckoners. Where do they get that from? I think there are as many folks that are on the reckoner as they are on their far speaker, but whatever. So I think that TikTok just lost out on that. And I'm not sitting here, I'm not making a film saying, oh, I know what's good for business, because I don't. But I'm just telling you, wouldn't it be right if you would make it where it would run off the Reckoner and the wireless far speaker? But no, they don't do it that way. That is so dumb. And, you know, there's going to be someone out there who is going to say, oh, well, that's the cool thing these days. And, they don't know how to make a run off the Reckoner. They don't want to. Oh, more folks out there on their wireless far speakers than they are on the Reckoner, which, that's shit. Oh, and a lot of folks have Google Android and Apple iOS. We know that. So, my godmother Zena isn't into it. And yeah, she has one of those, what you call a wise far speaker. And I don't know why they call the one that comes with all of the tools, some of you want, some of you don't want. Why they call them wise, I don't know. There's really nothing wise about them. And she's like this. And she's like this. Jordan, I don't think TikTok's gonna go anywhere. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere either, godmother. It's only on Google Android and Apple iOS. And unless it goes on Microsoft Windows or Apple Macintosh OS or Linux or Google Chrome OS, it's not going to take off the way they think it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, godmother. It should run off Microsoft Windows and Apple Macintosh OS and Google Chrome OS and Linux and all the other running layout setup, out there. Yeah, it should be. But no, they just want to make a run off of Google Android and Apple iOS. Who knows why? Do you know? They want to see your flying ring. Well, Jordan AQ can't have it both ways. Alright? So, it is what it is. That is dumb. To tell folks, well, go to this new cool webstead. Ha ha, well, fun. Well, it's only if you got Google Android or Apple iOS. Yeah, and a lot of folks are going over there because they think that TikTok's followership oversight and ownership law is not the same. It's more greater to keep with one you do know than the one you don't know, right? Yep. A lot of folks going over there thinking, oh, it's going to be more core than YouTube, and then they seek out, and they don't know how TikTok's followership oversight works, how TikTok's oversight works, or how their ownership law works. So all they're doing is putting themselves in a bind there. And if it doesn't work out there, what are they going to do? Yeah, I guess they're fucked then, right? Well, I'm not going over there. Yeah, kinda dumb. Yeah. The scathing of TikTok is this. First, why is it only on Google Android and Apple iOS? Why is it only on the Wise Far speaker? Why is that the only thing it runs off of? That is dumb. You hear about so many websites that only run off of shit. Like, this only runs off of of Apple iTunes. Or this only runs off of Google Play. Why is it only this shit all the time? That is sad. Could you mind see YouTube doing that? Oh, well, if you want to go on YouTube, it doesn't run off the reckoner. Oh, it's only on Google Android and Apple iOS. Fuck all you who don't have those. That is truly dumb in my belief and thought. You know? And I would love someone to tell me why it was made that way. And that's why I will never go over there. Because I cannot go over there. Because I don't have a Wise Far speaker. It wasn't one of those Google Android ones that came with Google Android. It wasn't one of those Apple iOS ones. Yeah. So I guess if you're not a Google Android or a Apple iOS Wise Far speaker owner, you're fucked. Well, who really cares? Because I'm going to be on YouTube anyway. You can all go on the island called TikTok, the ones that got the wireless far speakers, believing that the followership oversight and the ownership law isn't going to come back and bite you on the butt there. If that's the only grounds to why you folks are leaving, then go ahead. By the way, they're actually a business over in China, so I don't know how good they're going to be when it comes to things. And someone over there made the choose and pick years ago that they only want the one off the Wise Far speaker. Why is that? Oh. Why is that? I don't know, Jordan. I don't know why they did it that way. I guess they weren't thinking. I guess they thought that, in their mind they believe more folks were on their Wise Far speakers than they were on their reckoners, I guess. So that's why they did that, because they thought that, they're like, who's on their reckoners these days? No one. They're all on their Wise Far speakers, these cool folks out there. And they all have Google Android and Apple iOS. So in their head, they thought their Google workers, their Apple workers, they own Google Android and Apple iOS Wise Far speakers, or whatever. And that was the end of it. Yeah, Jordan, at the end of the day, you got these folks going around saying, oh, well, the followership oversight and ownership law is not the same. Yeah, you're right, Godmother, because the followership oversight and ownership law is also there too. So they're not getting away from anything. And they're kind of fucked too. It's only on the Wise Far speaker, and at the end of the day, I think that's sad. I wish it ran off the reckoner, but it does not. So yeah. Oh. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah. So at the end of the day, yes, I scathed TikTok for only being on Google Android and Apple iOS. Someone's got to hang up with that. That's too bad. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film. Sad for that bird.